We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
I'm Jill DeWit, and this is the Land Academy Show.
This is episode number 2103. Today's topic, well, it's Friday, and we are talking about how we resell properties to ensure profitability. All this week, Jill and I have been talking about how we are scheduled to earn about $2.5 million in 2025 buying and selling real estate. This is the last installment on that. If you've done everything right, you have purchased property that you believe you can resell for more according to your schedule to hit your budget.
Or you wouldn't buy it.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. By the way,
the reason that we can sell properties.
You think you can. If you don't think you can, then you don't buy it. Gets cut to the chase there.
Cut to the chase.
Thank you.
When you buy property really, really under its value, it's right in the title of our whole thing. The title of Land Academy, we buy undervalued property.
Mm-hmm.
When you buy property correctly, selling it is a magical, fun, simple experience.
That's fine.
For everyone.
We never say unwanted, but undervalued.
Each day on the show, we answer a question from our Land Academy member Discord forum, and we take a deep dive into land-related topics by popular requests.
All right, Jackson wrote, "Hi, I'm new to Land Academy and I'm now getting a lot of response to my first mailer. Congratulations. I have a problem telling people no at the price they want for their land. Seems like Jill has gotten over this. Any advice?" Yeah.
This is for you.
This is good. That's no. I got it. Let's role play. I want to hear how this would go. Okay, ready? I'm me. You're the seller. So
you sent me this offer for $38,000 for my property.
Well, what do you think it's worth?
I think it's worth $3.8 million.
Well, okay. Jackson, here's what you do. No.
Just say no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's let's continue this because this could be good. So wait, 38,000. You said, and I said, what do you think it's worth? You said 3.8 million. Like, holy cow! What did I miss? Is there a casino on it?
No, there's no casino.
There we go.
It's my life dream, and that's what I want to retire on. No, I'm just joking. In reality, I think at about $100,000. I probably could sell that to my wife.
Well, tell me again, why is it worth that much? It looks like you guys paid 20 for it.
Because that's how much I need. I have medical bills.
Ding.
Because I have medical bills that are close to that.
Now you know, and now you start the conversation. It's not about the land. So
it's never about the land.
And I'm glad we did this. So this is how you find out really what's going on too. And then you're gonna get to the same page. Like, I wish I could do it, what else can you sell? Hey, how about that? All right, you need $100,000 to pay your medical bills. Look, I'm happy to give you 38. I'll make it 40, for the property, but that's the best I can do.
So what Jill's doing is,
and by the way, do you have any more property? I can buy that too.
She's meeting the seller from where they're coming.
Yeah. And I told them what I can do, and that's it. And I know, hey, it's not 100, but I can give you 40, and that's going to make a nice dent in it. Okay, let's talk about it.
And at some point, if they're a real seller, this is my opinion, Jill, please dispel this or not, it will no longer be about price. It will be about Jill.
Yep. Now, and it's about, I'm going to get them some cash.
Yep.
Because right now they're talking to me. 40 is better than 0. They need 100. What else are they going to do? I mean, and are you going to sell your house? I can't. I don't know where to go. Got it. All right. Well, this is the best. At least I can help you out with this chunk. Yeah, you're right. Let's get this done.
Jill is hardwired from the minute she was born, I'm convinced, to say yes.
Yeah.
So it's correct. She has had an issue with saying no in the past, but geez,
I don't understand the word no.
Long time ago. these properties need to be purchased at the correct amount.
Right.
And it's not a hard and fast thing. If you look at a property, a lot of times we'll do a mailer, I underprice it. I come back, people say, no, I want $80,000. And it ends up, it's worth, geez.
It might be.
So
that's it. I make a joke about a casino, but they'll come back and say, no, but you know what? I put a barn on it and I put a well in and this and this and this because I thought I was going to, and I poured the pad. All right, now let's talk. I did not know that.
So this is that attrition concept. 1% are going to respond. 50% of that 1% are going to be angry. And then the rest are, it's up to you to make a deal happen.
Yeah.
So it just comes down to
that was fun.
Meeting people from where they come. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Good question, Jackson.
Today's topic, how we resell properties to ensure profitability. Look, if you have an expectation to make $100,000 a deal, which is what we've been talking about, then you better buy a property if it's worth $200,000 for less than $100,000. In fact, a lot less. The real way, Jill, let the cat out of the bag, right out of the, and I'm glad, because of all the things we do here, this is the least complicated one and the most automatic. That's the real reason we hire a real estate agent to just go do all the work most of the time on the sell side, because we bought it correctly. We stuck to our acquisition criteria. We did all the stuff in the first 4 days, this entire week. We executed that according to the plan. And now we can turn it over to the person who's got a 4th grade education, like a real estate agent.
You can't say that. I was gonna make a light comment about like they don't have to be that good because I bought it that good.
That's what I said.
I know. You said it differently.
I'm sorry, 8th grade.
That's so. Anyway, the point is, you buy it. That's it hasn't come up in a long time, but maybe too because I haven't been taking the calls. But when we first launched Land Academy, I was the front line. I was like, we were in it. We wanted to be this. I would take a lot of inbound calls like, "What the heck are you doing? How do you double your money?" I'm like, "Think about this, sir." I would say this often. What car do you own? Oh, I own a 2023 Lexus convertible. Well, what's it worth right now? 40. Well, what if I had it for sale to you for $22,000? Would you buy it? Well, heck yeah. I said, that's kind of what we do with land. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's worth 40. I'm selling it for 22. Pretty hard to screw that up. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, then how'd you get it for 22? Well, welcome to Land Academy because I bought it for 10. Next. He's like, oh, thank you.
This confuses a lot of people. Uh-huh. A lot of people really think that, and it's not, when people have this notion of why the hell would anyone ever, we've been so conditioned to looking at things like Zillow and the MLS, and there's just a range of properties for sale. And it's very logical to think the ones that are cheaper in this range of properties that are for sale in a zip code are worse, and the ones that are more expensive are better. They have better wallpaper, better finishes, and it's just not the case. The fact is, there's a ton of times that the properties are being traded or sold at a price because of life circumstances.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
There's a whole subculture of real estate acquisition out there that's based on the obituaries.
I like your house.
We are not those people. Go
Sorry
ahead.
about that. I like your fixtures analogy, because it doesn't matter if it's the prettiest house on the block or the yuckiest house on the block. It's what you bought it for. And that's the whole point, because it works both ways. It could be a fallen down dump. Well, great. I would have paid all cleaned up. It's worth $300,000. In this condition, it's really worth $2. So I'm going to buy it for $110 or $120 or $140, something like that. Whatever. Those are, it's a house with a little bit different kind of numbers. But, and then the same applies for land.
Picture a block of houses with 10 houses that are exactly the same in a picture on your computer screen. There's 10 things going on in the family's that own those houses. 10 different, wildly strange, different things are happening.
Under the roof.
And the reason, and it has, we all think because of the freaking HGTV and all of that the properties that are the most sellable are the ones that are the prettiest, or the most up to date, or decorated the best, or renovated the best. We're just wired that way. And it's really unfortunate because that's just not the case at all. Whatever life circumstances those 10 families are going through, maybe the guy at the end passed away and he has no heirs. Mm-hmm. And so somebody's settling the estate. They just want the estate to be over. And maybe he just renovated his house. Maybe he didn't. It doesn't matter. The price per square foot is what matters.
It is price.
I'm using that as an example because it translates directly to land. That's why we can resell properties, and it ensures our profitability because we buy it at the right price, or we don't buy it. We have complete control in this. So many people in so different types. If you own a restaurant, you are live and die by who walks through the front door.
True.
You have no real control, in my opinion. We have a massive amount of control by saying no to the acquisition.
We have owned a restaurant.
Yeah. Briefly.
Yep. But yeah, that's a good point. We'll finish the thought of about the control.
You have complete control. So if somebody says, like in the example earlier, if you sent out an offer for $38,000, I think it was yesterday, and they say, no, I want 80, then you say no. Mm-hmm. Or you say, you know what, I can squeeze out 60 because I think it'll work. And the property better be worth 120. Not worth 120. You can sell it at 120 because it's way below the actual market. If it all goes correctly, the seller's going to say, thank you. I didn't want to go through this. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to go through listing it, selling it. We just went through that. My son went through it. They'll tell you the whole story. All I really want to do is just get the $40,000 or $60,000, whatever the number is, and be on my way.
It's kind of funny. This is a common theme of people coming to Land Academy. They call in, they want to learn about this, and then they're like, okay, how much to join, and then the next sentence is, okay, as soon as I sell this property, I can afford to do this. Okay, well, what do you have and what's going on? Well, it's taken me 6 months to sell. Well, what happened? Well, so I was trying to wing it, and I came from I bought this property thinking I could do it. It's still not sold, and then ultimately comes back to one thing. I'm like, you paid too much, didn't you? And they're like, yep. I said, all right. That's often what happens.
I'm super glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
Why would you pay too much? And I'm not, we have properties we paid too much for, by the way. So you don't need to beat yourself up over it. Why would somebody pay too much for a piece of property?
Well, A, inexperience. B, they think something magical is going to happen. Like if I hold on to it for a little time, it's going to magically whatever. Or C, they think they're going to improve it or do something to it, and then it doesn't pan out. But I think at the end, I think most of the time it's inexperience.
What happens in the thought process during due diligence, the time when you've got a seller, they want to sell it for $80,000, you wanted to pay $38,000. There's something that happens during the due diligence process in you yourself, where you make a decision. And if any part of the decision is this, it's too much, I don't really want to pay it, but I want to get a deal done, I guess I'll take the risk.
I think I can make 20.
I guess I'll take the risk.
Yeah.
RISK.
Yeah.
We do not buy property that Jill and I do consider in any way a risk.
True.
We are not here to take risks. We are here to shuffle data around, jam some stuff through. Jill's here to make friends on the phone, and we're going to buy the property for the price that we tell them. We're going to buy the property that we are 100% sure is cheap enough, so everything goes wrong, we still get our money back.
Exactly.
There's no risk. I had to get over this very early in my career. This is a huge problem for me because I wanted to get my career going. I wanted to buy and sell land. It was I call it being a deal junkie. You don't want to do deals just to do them. You're here to make some dough.
Go.
What?
Nothing. I'm moving for the car. We have car headlight. It was like headlights in the face.
In Arizona, and it's that time of
so
day.
Bright.
Hey, join us next week for 5 more interesting episodes. I hope you got a lot out of these 5 this week. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
We are Jack and Jill.
Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you find our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.